Hi everyone! We are starting new learning target. Learning target 4, I can factor and identify factors of polynomials expressions. Polynomial. Let's get started. So we are going to start with factoring. So in factoring, we have factoring difference of squares, factoring greatest common factor, and then factoring by grouping. So first, we are going to talk about factoring by perfect squares. So what is a perfect square? A perfect square is, I don't really want to say a number because it might have x in the term, but a perfect square is a number or a term made by squaring a number or both terms, right? So let's talk about first 15 perfect squares. That way you recognize them right away. And then we'll talk about the ones that involves variables too. So I'd like to start with 1 because a lot of times people forget that 1 square is 1. So if you see 1, that's a perfect square. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. And I know I don't have to have a parentheses, but I like to. I like to always put them in parentheses. That way, when we write this, factor it, I feel like you will be less confused if you always put things in parentheses. So 6 squared, 7 squared, 8 squared, 9 squared, 10 squared, 11 squared, 12 squared. That's always easy up to 12. And then 13, 14, and 15. So if you see these numbers, I hope you recognize them as a perfect square. Now, yeah, we're gonna have some variable next to it. So it might be something like, let's say, what is 8x squared? Well, that would be 8 times 8, 64, and x times x squared, right? So that's a perfect square. So difference of square only works if it's a difference. If it's a subtraction, that's a difference, right? If it's a subtraction between two perfect squares, then you can always factor this as a plus b and a minus b. And yes, I'm sure you have seen this before. So we're gonna start with this, but like for example, if it was x squared minus 9, then it'd be x plus 3, x minus 3. Or another example, if it was 4x squared minus 16, okay? So then I would take the square root to try to figure out which two terms or two numbers that makes up that perfect square. So this 16 would be 4 squared, right? And then 4x squared would be 2 times 2 is 4, x times x is x squared. So that would be like 2x squared is 4x squared. So once you identify the a or the b, so a will be 2x in this case, b will be 4. So then you can write this as, 2x plus 4 times 2x minus 4. So that's how we factor the perfect squares. So I'm going to do the first 6, and then in class we'll do the bottom 6 questions. All right, factor completely. Now, that does not mean everything is something you can factor. Sometimes you might not be able to, and you have to recognize that too. So let's see, 64x squared and 25. So I think it would be easier if you try to find out, oh, what square gave you 64 square and what square would be 25. Like, I would try to look for these two numbers, or the video that you watched that I assigned for the session 15, it asks you to find the what A and B are. So A would be like what goes in here, right? And B would be what goes right there. So 25, well, numbers, you can just simply take a square root. So square root of 25 is 5. So B is actually 5. And same things, you can square root of 64, that's 8. And then if you have x squared, that'll be, well, just 1x. That way x times x is x squared. So now that you know what A and B are, you can just do, oh, A plus B and A minus B. That'll be how we factor. B, 7x squared minus 4. 7? Is 7 a square root of something? No. 7 is not one of the perfect squares that we list here, right? So nope, it's not factorable. And it's, that could happen. How about, let's look at C. X squared plus 100? That's not difference. Nope, can't do. Not factorable. Okay, so if it's not factorable, you just have to say it's not factorable. Let's try D. Okay, D, 49 and 121. Well, I think I remember saying 49 and 121, so it is something that we can do. So what times what is 49 and what times what is 121, right? So what is A, what is B? Well, I think it's always easier to find out later the number. Yeah, 11 squared is 121. And then 49 is 7 times 7, and x is x. So A is 7x, B is 11. So you can write this as 7x plus 11, 7x minus 11. Done. That's it. 9. 9, I mean not 9, E. E is tricky. Why is this tricky? Because I know 9 is a perfect square and 4 is a perfect square, but it only has 9x, not 9x squared. So that is not factorable. Why? Because, well, 3x squared would be 9x squared. Like, you cannot have anything that ends up with the odd just 9x. So E is not factorable. Let's look for F. 169. Well, I have it up there. 169 is right here for 13. So I think I can do this, right? What is A? What is B? Well, what times what is 1? 1 times 1 is 1. And 169 is 13. And then x squared, so you just need an x. So A will be 13x. So it'll be 13x plus 1 and 13x minus 1. There you have it. So out of this A through F, there was only 3 that I could actually factor. Please try the bottom ones by yourself, and then, when you come to Zoom, you can check with my work. Thank you. Come see me in the next session.